What's up, guys? Crypto Muser here. So I've been stating on this channel time and time again that the SEC ran by Gary Gensler is not stopping with Ripple and XRP. We've seen a story recently, I think it was a couple weeks ago or last week, that the SEC wants to come after lending products and stable coins and exchanges. And now this article came out yesterday where the SEC is now probing into crypto exchanges, Voyager Digital and Gemini Trust, and also crypto lending platform Celsius Network. Now, the XRP community has been warning the crypto space that Gary Gensler and the SEC are on this crusade to basically slow down this technology in the United States. And the sad thing is that this type of thing only pushes innovation outside the US, which is unbelievably damaging to the future of American business and innovation. So, it's just very tough to see this type of thing. And I'll just read the tweet. This is XRP Crypto Wolf. And he says, the SEC is probing crypto exchanges, Voyager Digital and Gemini Trust, and crypto lender Celsius Network as part of a wider investigation into crypto companies' interest-paying services. And he says, Ripple and XRP community tried warning everyone. And like I said, we've been trying, from day one, we've been saying, it's not all about Ripple and XRP, guys. The SEC is not stopping with XRP. They're coming after all crypto exchanges, whatever it is, lending platforms. They're coming after you because, Gary Gensler does not care. He is power hungry. He wants to be the next Treasury Secretary. So he's just trying to make a name for himself, basically. It's all about Gary Gensler here. So moving on to the next thing. So I saw this video. This was tweeted out by Jeff at ISOXRP. And we'll watch the video. Actually, I'll read the tweet first. 2 minutes and 20 seconds of the SEC directing everyone to the SEC website to watch Bill Hinman's speech for guidance. Now, let's just watch this. And it's pretty unbelievable, guys. These are all SEC officials, by the way.
I'll be honest, I think my colleagues have done a great job about this. The director of our division of corporation finance is a man named Bill Hinman, who he gave a speech where he laid out, here's how we think about this. And gave a set of principles that the market can follow in understanding.
I will note, however, that you can look at a speech that the director of our division of corporation finance, Bill Hinman, gave, in which he addressed Ethereum, and you might look.
The most helpful thing, I think, our director of corporation finance, Bill Hinman, gave a speech about a year and a half ago that describes this. You might know the speech I have in mind.
The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission in the Hinman speech sort of said you could be sufficiently decentralized as Ethereum. They in essence had some regulatory forbearance, and there's a key sentence in that speech.
Just want to say one quick thing. Obviously, this is Gary Gensler when he was a teacher at MIT before he worked for the SEC.
I think the words were, regardless of what Ethereum might have been in 2014. Like Hinman kind of pushed that to the side, said, I'm not going to address that question implicitly, but it's sufficiently decentralized. That's the debate that's going on now between a bunch of venture firms and the SEC. When are you sufficiently decentralized? And so that forum that you just mentioned might get us there.
Bill Hinman recently outlined the approach we take to evaluate whether a digital asset is a security, and I encourage you to take a look at Bill's speech, which is available on our website.
One more thing, you mentioned cryptocurrency. What's important about that is to realize that the way that cryptocurrency works, when it is, and this is what Bill Hinman's speech says, so I'm not adding too much, depends fundamentally on how centralized or decentralized the underlying network is that supports that currency. And that's also true in the ICO context. Bill has said a lot about that, about ways that practitioners can look in that area and get a sense for whether or not we should think of that as a security. And I point people to that speech. So,
SEC officials pointing people to that speech as guidance, and then even, the current chair of the SEC, Gary Gensler, when he was a professor at MIT, talking about that speech as guidance in the market. So, I mean, the SEC can repeatedly say that Hinman's speech was his own personal opinion and not guidance for the SEC. But, as we see in this video, time and time again, SEC officials directed market participants to look at Hinman's speech as guidance. I mean, they say we so many times in these things. We is obviously the SEC. It just, anybody with a brain can see that's what they were saying. So, and they said we view, Ethereum as a non-security. We view Bitcoin as a non-security. So it's pretty unbelievable at this point. And, nothing new here. The SEC will continue to lie through their teeth. And I just hope, I hope and pray that, the judge, sees these videos, because you have to think that Ripple's attorneys are using this as evidence for their fair notice ruling. So just another time, SEC lying through the teeth. So the next thing I want to show you guys is, so this is, okay, so we all saw this. This was new act could let Treasury secretly ban crypto transactions. Now, I mean, I saw this article and immediately thought that, here we go again, right? U.S. again doing the same thing they always do. They protect the powerful central banks and the legacy institutions. These people need to be stopped. And just check out this next video. This next video is Crypto Eddie posted this. This is Charles Hoskinson. He is the creator of Cardano. And he talks about this, what's in this bill, and which congressman is the one that's trying to sneak this in the bill, and what his motives basically in trying to put this in the bill. And just let's watch the video and then we'll talk about it, because it's pretty, honestly, it's pretty scary, because this type of thing needs to stop, and these are the type of people we need to be voting out, guys.
This guy decided last year to sneak this into the National Defense Authorization Act. It failed, got removed from the bill because people realized how damaging it would be to hand one bureaucrat who's unelected unilateral authority to ban any financial transaction in the United States with no public hearing. Right? We like to believe that that's probably a good idea on a checks and balance go. So this congressman decided to take that exact same language that was stripped out of the old NDAA bill that couldn't get passed and put it into America Competes right here. And if this is passing, it would give Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, the unilateral authority to indefinitely ban all cryptocurrencies in the United States with no public hearing, no checks and balances, no say. And why would Jim do this? Well, here's this Wikipedia page. What that's worth. Let's look through. He went to Harvard. Okay. He spent some time in Lima. All right. There we go. Went to Oxford. Oh, that's good. Oh, here we go. 1995, he began working at Goldman Sachs as a banker in Latin America, New York, and eventually promoted to vice president. He's part of the Vampire Squid. One of the new Democrat coalition shills that came in from Connecticut's 4th Congressional District and takes orders from the banking lobby. There you go. That's where the money came from. There is no transparency here. There's no checks and balances here. It's an unprecedented power grab, and it's being snuck into a bill. And there's an attempt to bury it, no debate, just pass it immediately. We can't discuss it. And unfortunately, this particular bill, no matter what we say and do, will pass the Congress.
So guys, pretty scary stuff, honestly. The fact that they're just trying to sneak this in a bill, with no argument and no talking about it. This guy, who's this guy? Connecticut Congressman.
This guy.
Sorry, hold on.
Decided.
Connecticut Congressman Jim Hinman. Here we go. I guess I clicked on. So yeah, he's the 4th District in Connecticut. That's the type of person that we need to be voting out. These banker shills that are just, paid by, the financial institutions to try to slow down American innovation like this is the most un-American thing that I've ever seen. And it's really, it's getting to a point now where we need to do something, guys. And I keep saying this in every video, but even, Crypto Eddie says, don't forget John Deaton created a link for a voice for all, including international digital asset holders. And I'll even show you this again, and even the numbers. 17,000 messages have been sent to Congress from U.S. holders asking for an investigation, and 13,000 international holders have joined the petition asking for the same. We won't stop until there is an investigation. And, you know, I've been saying this on my channel so much, guys. Keep writing, keep calling, keep tweeting at, whatever shape or form, we need to keep pestering Congress, because this is our only way, to get our voices heard. And this type of thing works, guys. I send a video every week, or not a video. I send a letter every week, because why not? It takes literally 20 seconds out of my day. Why wouldn't I do that? And even, like I said, even if you're not for Ripple and XRP, it has nothing to do with it. Honestly, it has everything to do with all crypto and basically our freedom. So, guys, 20 seconds out of your day, go to the website, cryptolaw.com, connect to Congress, and, there's no excuse, guys. There really isn't. So let's move on to the next thing. So I saw this. It's just as much as I don't think it's the fairest coverage I've seen, it's just good to see Fox Business cover this case. Charles Gasparino doesn't get everything right, for sure, but the fact that Fox Business is the only major media outlet to cover this case, and the fact that this case is probably the biggest securities case in the history of the SEC, maybe, or at least for a long time, and that it's definitely the biggest case in crypto at this time, and the fact that no other media outlet covers it is just unbelievable. So, I'll show the clip, and then we can talk about it, but it's basically talking about how, Ripple came out yesterday with that market evaluation of $15 billion, which just shows so much strength from Ripple, and, just shows that, they're probably going to go public after this lawsuit's over. And the signs are telling me that the reason why they came out with that valuation is because they think this lawsuit is coming to an end soon, and then they will IPO. And like I've been saying, Ripple is going to be one of the biggest companies in the world, especially with crypto innovation and everything moving on to the future. So let's just watch. Let's watch this quick news feed, and then we'll go on to the next.
ProShares Bitcoin strategy, or BITO, is flat on the session. And the price of XRP, right now, relatively unchanged at around 62 cents. But the value of Ripple nearly doubling in the last 24 hours after the company announced a Series C buyback from shareholders. Ripple's latest valuation, $15 billion, a major milestone for the company that currently is tied up in a pretty contentious battle with the Securities and Exchange Commission. To Charlie Gasparino with more on what this could mean for the case and for Ripple.
Yeah, and Liz, we do have some breaking news from the company is telling Fox Business exclusively that if they do win this case, and they say part of the reason why they're buying back the shares, the private shares, is because they feel very confident they're going to win the case, is that they plan on going public right after the verdict comes in. So they're telling us this exclusively. They believe their chances are very good. Obviously, it's they may be talking their own book here, but clearly there's a lot of tongues wagging about why they would just turn around and issue XRP, which is kind of their native currency. They say it's not related to Ripple, but the Ripple founders created the XRP, the cryptocurrency. They're selling that, and they're selling that to both pay their legal bills and presumably to buy back these shares. And, it caught the market by surprise yesterday. We were probably the only major outlet that reported this. We were first to report it yesterday. And it values the company, they say, at $15 billion, which is a good thing. But people are looking at this a lot of different ways. They're saying, well, maybe they're buying it back to limit their liability to outside investors if they should lose the case. When we asked Ripple, they're like, no, we feel very confident. We believe we're buying it back because we're confident in our position. And guess what? As soon as we win, we're going public. Ripple does have an all-star team of lawyers, everybody from Mary Jo White to Professor Grunfest. They got them. They got major firms, Devilvoice, Plimpton, you name it. They're there. They're on Ripple's side to fight the SEC case, which essentially says the XR.
So, like I said, the coverage isn't that fair. And even look at the comments down here from Anderson L here. Why are you saying Ripple is selling XRP to pay their legal bills? Charles Gasparino, where do you have any sources for that? And then even Patty XRP says, to be honest, they have been terrible with the facts on this case. So, like I said, the coverage hasn't been perfect. And, Charles Gasparino, I don't really always think he has all the facts, but at least they're covering it, guys. At least we have a major media outlet actually covering this case. So, I'll move on. The next thing I saw was very interesting, guys. Now, why this was interesting? Because earlier in the week, the rumors were that Russia was trying to ban crypto and Bitcoin. And now I guess, they see the upside and the money involved in this market, and even, the money in crypto mining and Bitcoin mining. So, even Putin is jumping on the crypto train, I guess, which is pretty unbelievable if you ask me. And, the reason why he's probably doing this is because he sees the U.S. being so upfront with the criticism of Bitcoin mining and how it's so bad for the environment. And so that was the thought process in my head that came to mind, that, the reason why he's all of a sudden pro-Bitcoin and pro-crypto mining is, yeah, he probably make a lot of money, but, he's definitely trying to, upset the U.S. Exactly what the U.S. has been fighting, the crypto mining bad for the environment. The SEC is going after crypto, and now you see, Russia and Putin basically, wanting to get into crypto here. So I just thought this was very interesting. We'll see what comes out of all this, but, I'll end the video there. Guys, please like and subscribe and hit the bell for notification. I really appreciate all the support you guys are giving me. I'm trying to grow this channel as much as I can and put out as many videos and as much news to you guys as I can. So just want to say I am not a financial advisor. Please do not take anything I say or write as financial advice. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. And thanks, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.